Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to your daily divine messages from Spirit. Today is Wednesday, June 26th. Is it June 26th? I don't remember the days anymore. I believe it's June 26th, yes, at the time of this message. Which means when it's Wednesday, that means we had Tea and Tarot Tuesday last night, which means we have the pre-shuffled and pulled messages that we're doing a recap of that you can take a look at if you want to see the full unfolding of it from last night. You can check out the Tea and Tarot Tuesday playlist on my channel, Princess Leah 888, or you can see a little recap here from today so that it's not as long of an unfolding and you can see the cards as opposed to just my face. So kind of a little bit of both. I know that some of you like each of them, so we'll keep it up. So today, even though we are on the series of the All Signs reading, after Tea and Tarot Tuesday, I always do the recap. So instead of making the recap be in conjunction with the next sign after in our series, which today would be, yesterday we had Leo, so it'd be Virgo. We're gonna pick back up on Virgo tomorrow, and we're gonna go ahead and see what Spirit had to show us last night as we were talking about the beautiful energies that this summer solstice, the second half of this year, has in store for us, and the integration that we are currently in from the last 6 months and the last 16 years since Pluto was last in the 1 degree aspect of their own transit. So this is wonderful. This is really beautiful. And starting over here with the feminine. Let me see if you can see it with I know it's kind of dark up top. So the feminine energy here now is starting out. These were the messages that actually came out in the morning of the Leo's reading yesterday, but I did not flip them over. Spirit told me to keep them for the Tea and Tarot Tuesday episode, and they are gorgeous. The High Priestess with the Ace of Wands, with the Five of Swords, with the Star. So I'm loving this energy because this is very, very profound energy of, see if we can get them both here. Yeah, look at that. So look at that, of wisdom, of clarity, of truth, of growth. This is something that is trusting in divine, being guided by your own intuition and allowing divine to clear the energy and recreate a brand new energy for us. And that's exactly what the second half of this year is entailing. The High Priestess is that energy of reflection and radical acceptance, right? Understanding and learning more about yourself, about your faith, about your spirit, as you reflect on your past, as you reflect on, what all you have had to endure. And you see here with this Five of Swords and the Star card, this is such beautiful energy that, this High Priestess and divine new energy is helping move the feminine to discernment, of setting boundaries, clear boundaries within herself of what she will and will not tolerate anymore from herself, from others, setting boundaries with others of what she will not tolerate from them. and cutting out old habits, bad habits, even things that may break her heart. She's working and reflecting on, if that means, heartbreaks of heartbreaking decisions and boundaries of clearing out. I'm hearing clutter, but also like clearing out the clutter of energy. If that's people who are no longer serving your highest, greatest, purpose and good, if they're not healthy for you, cutting it out, even if it hurts. Kind of like ripping the Band-Aid, but you see she's holding that three swords, so it hurts. I'm seeing these two people. It could be friends, could be work, it could be a job, it could be family. Life. I'm hearing lifelong ties that had for the longest time they felt entitled to your connection because of whatever kind of dynamic it was, whether it was a parent and a child, or a best friend that you've had a history with forever, or a boss. But here, what I love about this high priestess, and I meant to show this, but I took it off. This high priestess, beautiful energy, says, Today I have grown taller from walking with the trees. I love this. I have grown taller from walking with the trees. You see, the trees are of wisdom. The trees are perfect examples of how we can be in this world, rooted and grounded in love, right? The trees' roots run deep, and they connect and intertwine with each other to hold each other up, regardless of the surface turmoil like winds and storms. We just had a storm last night. The winds were going crazy while we were sleeping. And I woke up and it was, it's all wet and overcast. And it's like there was some purifying happening on this earth, right? During this time. And the, Ace of Wands, this is Spirit saying, trust me. Let me get this, here we go. Trust creates peace. Sorry, I don't have a steady hand. Trust creates peace. And, there's something about being able to recognize, again, going back to this high priestess, that today I've grown taller from walking with the trees. It's like trusting in divine. So I'm going to fix this so that we can see a little bit better. There we go. Trusting in divine's plan sometimes can feel like we are moving in silence, moving and just, making, heartbreak and heartache, and you can't see it. Because the high priestess is also the silent healer, is what I like to call her. She moves and heals in silence. She doesn't share and showcase what she's going through as she's healing, because it's unnecessary, right? It's between her and spirit. It's a spiritual journey. And sometimes sharing too much too soon to too many people can actually wreak havoc and do the opposite of your healing. So what I love is here at the bottom of the deck, what we don't see coming for this feminine here, the feminine energy collective, is the Knight of Pentacles. Is this really beautiful, long-lasting commitment, an offering, a proposal, something that will last, something that will be, and it's something that will really, really shift the world, her world. Taurus energy of this Knight of Pentacles, of the slow and steady. It took a long time to get to this new world for her. But she's here. She has learned. She has, taken into account. She has recognized where her fullest where her wish is. She has fully decided to commit. It's taken a long time to really, really not just acknowledge. She's known about this wish her whole life. This could be a lifelong dream that you've always wanted to pursue, whether it was a dream career, a bucket list, a love, a soul and connection, whatever it may be. It's taken a long time to get to this place, but the work that the feminine has done on herself, the reflection, the radical acceptance, the healing that she and Spirit have done together has brought her to this place. The star card is that Aquarius energy, has brought her to this place of a new world. You might have Aquarius, you might have Taurus, you might have one of the fixed signs, which is Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio with this world. And again, the fixed signs are like this Nine of Pentacles. They're slow, they're steady, they like what they like, they want what they want. It takes a long time to change their mind because they're so fixed on what it is that they believe is their truth and that they're willing to, change. It takes a while to change a mind of a fixed sign. So if you're a double fix, like Aquarius, Taurus, or a Taurus, Sagittarius, or whatever the case is, or a Leo, Leo, I just said Leo Sag, that's my son. Hey, that is also double fire with a fixed sign, okay? Like, that takes some time to, sway their mind because they are so already, they already know. They're so set on what they know, what they want, what they desire, that, trying to change the mind of someone like that is futile in some sense, unless it really truly is for their higher and greater good that they can see and believe and can get on board with. So anyway, that's something for the feminine energy, all right? The feminine energy within us all. And if you're thinking of a feminine energy that is connected to your soul energy, then this can also resonate for you. So moving to the masculine here, the masculine energy is really beautiful as well. With this Page of Wands, Queen of Cups, Four of Cups, Page of Wands, Queen of Cups, Six of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So we have cups and wands here. We have growth and maturity. And I love that there was like 4 cards that kind of came for everyone a little bit, right? But it plants a really beautiful picture. It's almost kind of like this is where the energy that we are in and integrating, and this is what we can expect, right? But the bottom of the deck is what we don't see coming. So that's kind of where I see also the final, that where it's leading us into, that we don't see through the end of the year, the rest of this year, because obviously, like, energy can't be really predicted necessarily because it shifts and is fluid all the time. However, we can prepare for energy, and by being able to tap into the messages from Spirit, hence why our daily divines and our TEA and Tarot. So anyway, I love how the progression goes with this masculine, where he does go from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands. It's a maturity. It's a going from this, grandiose exploration, I'm hearing, becoming, going from this immature adventure of like, what is this wand I have, and being curious about all this passion that he's holding, to being passionate, but wanting to take action with his passion, wanting to let it move with a sense of determination, instead of just sitting there with his hand on his wand and not and kind of having that immature state of passion. It's kind of misdirected is what I'm hearing, misguided a little bit with this Page of Wands. He needs a little bit more guidance. But moving into this Knight of Wands is maturing. It's like, okay, now he's a little young man as opposed to this wee lad. And what I love is that it's like this Queen of Cups has helped this page with emotional maturity, with that unconditional love. The Queen of Cups is, showing this unconditional love, whether this is a mother figure or a feminine energy in your life, whether this is the feminine energy within yourself, whether this is a feminine energy that, has shown you, whatever the case is, some feminine energy around or within has shown this masculine energy, has this masculine collective, what unconditional love truly is. Sometimes we really don't know what unconditional love is until we're shown. We talk about it. People talk about it all the time. We fantasize about it. We romanticize unconditional love. But what is unconditional love? And look, then to have this Six of Cups here, it's like this is the epitome of unconditional love. This is true, pure love of childhood love. They don't know anything else but what the essence of love that we are is. They don't know status and money and jobs and responsibility. They don't know race and other people's opinions. All they know is that I love you and you love me. Can we be a happy family, right? Offering this cup to this little girl. This can also be family, right? Siblings. Siblings can be a great example of unconditional love, and sometimes they're not, but sometimes they can be, right? It's like we're family, or soul family, I'm also hearing. But there's something about this feeling of like a familiar energy, something that was like, I have loved you since day one, before the riches, before the popularity, before you became. It's kind of like that song, My Boo. Started when we were younger, you were my, right? My boo. It's like when Usher and Alicia Keys, what do they say? Even before all the fame and people were screaming your name, right? It's early, guys. I was there and you were my baby. It's like, that's what he's realizing. This unconditional love from a mother figure, from a feminine figure. And it doesn't have to be a woman, We all have this feminine quality. So it could be a father, it could be a friend, it could be a brother, it could be, it doesn't matter what the gender is. This feminine quality figure in this masculine's life, and this true, unconditional, pure love of acceptance, of trust, of I just love you. I don't love you because of what you have. I love you because of who you are. I don't love you because of what you've done for me. I don't love you because of your good deeds. I love you because of who you are, which means I can't unlove you because of your bad deeds. I can't unlove you because of the wrongs you've done. I love you because of the essence of who you are. We talked about essence last night. I'm not going to get into it because I talked way too much about it. So you can check it out on the TEA+TAROT Tuesday live. But the I love you, essentially this is what this is about, that the masculine is growing into, is integrating into his life, and can expect past life love. I love you because of who you are, not because of what you have done. Really beautiful. That brings some emotions here. That King of Swords at the bottom of the deck, what we don't see coming. into this, the rest of this year, into this, the fruition of this year, is that this masculine is making a decision. This energy that is being integrated right now is helping the masculine make a final decision and not worry about what other people have to say about it. I love that we have so many kings and queens on this board, right? And look, I remember last night underneath that was the King of Wands, which was gorgeous. The King of Wands and the King of Swords. It's like this masculine's going from the page to the knight to the king, right? Look at this evolution, this transformation, this growth and maturity for this masculine. This is really beautiful. From the page to the knight to the King of Wands. I love that. You really can't get any better than that. You know, I almost put this king right there. That's funny, you want it to be there. You know, you really can't get better than that. And if I kept on going underneath like I did last night, it was beautiful with the 9 of Pentacles, you know, being single, but being more independent than anything. It's not just being this single lad with this wand that he don't know what to do with. He's now mature and leading by example of how he wants to live his single and lead his single life with independence. He's manifesting, you know, and then he is mirroring this Knight of Pentacles with the feminine. He's manifesting this offering, this gesture, this proposal, and it's transforming him. He's gone through a huge transformation. So Judgment Day is coming, and he is, look, right after Judgment, Justice. Judgment Day is coming, and he is going to be ready for this good karma because he's been doing the work. He's manifesting this good karma. And what is this good karma? Look, the 10 of Cups with the Empress and the High Priestess mirroring more. This is the good karma that he is reaping, that he is manifesting. Okay, that's beautiful. He is manifesting union, a happily ever after, a family, you know. Finally, is what I'm hearing. Finally, happiness with his Empress, with his Divine Feminine. You have both Divine Feminines here on the board. Because he has been doing the work of integrating the shadow aspects of his life, of his past, and it's healing and maturing him into this beautiful, I'm just going to put this down here because I feel like it, unto this beautiful king. He said, I just can't wait to be king, right? Like making this own decision, living his life for himself. This could be two completely different masculines, or this could be the same one. It just depends on your story. Because we have two different feminine, and we have both feminines here. It could be the same story. It could be the same person. It doesn't matter. Take it as it resonates. Because this is where the masculine is. What you do not see coming, all of that was at the bottom of the deck. That's what you don't see coming for our future, for the rest of this year and beyond. That's what I'm hearing. Beyond, right? This is generational change. Future, you want a future. Anyway, so now we're going to move into the collective here. The collective is in a beautiful state. Now, the collective is in a beautiful transformative state that is really, really, it's heavy because of the integration. This is showing where the feminine and masculine are coming into. This is where the collective is at, integrating. So we have the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Wands. This is, releasing all of that past limiting, disempowering beliefs and agreements that have really, really kept us stuck and in pain and suffering. And it's moving us into this Queen of Wands of confidence, of security. We're learning to be confident. And I love that this T formation for it is let your greatness, what does it say? Relate to your greatness, not to your weaknesses. Relate to your greatness and not to your weakness. Yes, with the train confirmation. So it's time for this cycle of deceit to come to an end so that we can now, and I love that so much as we are clearing the disempowering beliefs, as we're clearing the lack mentality that we are not enough, because we are. We are. And that is what is allowing us to go into this hermit mode with the Cancer energy, right? Hermit crabs, they protect themselves with that big old shell because they're so mushy on the inside. They're vulnerable. They know that, so they have to protect themselves with that big old shell. And then they hide underground whenever they feel threatened. So this hermit energy with the Eight of Wands is helping us go within and seek the truth within us with passion. With compassion is what I'm hearing. With passion is compassion, right? Compassion. That is with passion. We're learning how to understand and learning how to understand and protect ourselves while we have compassion for the pain that we've gone through, so that we can come out in that Queen of Wands, confidence, and take care of ourselves. Take care of ourselves, the Queen of Wands says. The Five of Pentacles here, that is, I'm hearing release, that shift, the transformation of coming out of this lack mentality. The glass is not half empty. The Five of Pentacles can be a glass half empty, feeling if you are, kind of in that Five of Cups of grieving. If you've, had to release, if you've had to cut people out with that Five of Swords energy, right? If we had to, set boundaries that didn't feel so good. But the Five of Pentacles can also be, with the shift, you can also look at the five as the glass is half full. I may have been casted out. I may have been detoured. I may have been rejected. I may have been, whatever the case was. But really, what do I always say? That detour was actually an upgrade. That rejection was actually God's protection, redirection. And Spirit says here, it's bringing you into a redirection here of serenity, to find a place. Spirit is helping us find serenity. Serenity is from the word surrender. Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, right? Grant me the courage to change the things that I can and the wisdom to know the difference. And we have here on top, how strange is it that nature does not knock and yet does not intrude? I love pondering on that, because it is like What does that really mean? Indigo last night said, that'll make no sense still. It still doesn't make sense. I've heard it a couple times. And that's going to be something that continues. You hear it over and over, and then it clicks. What does it mean? What does it mean to you guys? What does it mean to you? How strange is it that nature does not knock, yet it does not intrude? It doesn't have to burst itself in. It doesn't have to present itself to be known that it's here. But it's here. And it comes with, I'm hearing it comes in peace. Yeah, I come in peace is what I hear with nature about that. That Knight of Cups, we're finding serenity and peace and acceptance and balance, right? Because over here we have, Spirit had a lot to say of balance and harmony. The serenity that Spirit is giving us is helping us find balance and harmony in this Five of Pentacles. The fives came out 555. So if you see my story this morning on my Instagram, 555 was one of the numbers that showed up on my feed. So I reposted on my story because we have the Five of Crystals, the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords, right? And so it's, again, helping us balance the shift from the lack of glasses half full or glasses half empty to the abundance that the glass is half full. We are halfway there. We had to go through this heartbreak, this completion, this ending of this cycle so that we can move into a new abundance of the Ten of Cups, right? Of that 10, and then the 10 of Pentacles was underneath that if we kept going with the masculine. I remember us finding that out last night. All right? This Knight of Cups here, we have all the knights as well, almost. The Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups. Only thing we don't have is the Knight of Swords. And that is this beautiful gesture. There's this proposal of love that Spirit is leading us into. This romance of love, of emotional, an emotional fulfilling cup. Is it going to be half empty or half full? That's up to you. That's up to you to decide. But I do see here that the Star and the oppression here coming up on top of each other is interesting. Mirroring the Star card with the feminine, confirmation that there is this hope. But we have to choose hope and love over the oppression of fear and lack. That's why the Star card is over this oppression, right? It's on top because we have to choose hope and abundance over lack and the oppression that we are not, oppression of lack, that we are not enough. Because look, Five of Wands, the Five of Wands is battle, is fighting for your authority, fighting for your space in this world, fighting for your truth, standing for what you believe in, even when it's not meeting status quo, the competition to compete for your own space in this at the table. But we have the Magician card helping shift and manifest this change. The Magician is helping manifest strength for during this competition. We're only competing with ourselves, really, but sometimes it feels like we have to compete with the rest of the world. But what I'm seeing with this Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands here is that there is going to be a union, right? A reconciliation that has taken a long time to get here. But now that it's here, now that we have finally come into our own, And I'm bringing this to, I want to, yeah, now that we finally come into our home, we can now be with this Five of Swords, we can now be in our full boundaries. We have the Five of Swords with Isis, the goddess of Isis, protecting over our battles. Cleopatra used to embody Isis during war, whenever she would go into battle for her country, for that protection. So we have goddess Isis protecting us as we go into this battle for our own life, I'm hearing, for our own world, for our own truth and love and desires and passions and peace. Battle for peace, which is kind of an oxymoron, right? Fighting for peace, but, you know, for serenity, to surrender. And so this is what I thought was really cute, was that we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, just as we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands with the feminine and masculine energy. So a lot of confirmation from Spirit here. And I love this because this is where the title came out for last night's reading of, you know, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, that is like the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise goes slow and steady, right? The hare goes fast and quick and swift. And what happened with the tortoise and the hare story? The hare thought he had an advantage because he was just so fast, and that he could just run laps on the tortoise because the tortoise was so slow. That the hare went so fast that he hurried up and then said, you know what, I'm gonna hurry up and wait. He took a nap, and what happened during his nap? That tortoise passed him up and won the race. So I'm hearing this here, the same thing. This journey is a marathon, not a sprint. You can't get to the 10 of Cups when you only, you know, well, you can't get to the 10 of Cups without going through 1 through 9. You can't get to the end of this journey, the end of this cycle of the 10 of Swords without going through all the swords. And this here says, and this is where we have the Knight of Crystals, the Knight of Wands. And then the T formation. Many paths lead to the same destination. It doesn't matter how you get there. Many paths lead to the same destination. It doesn't matter how you get there. So it doesn't matter if you take your sweet time, like the Knight of Pentacles or Crystals. It doesn't matter if you decide you want to hurry up and wait, like the Knight of Wands, Aries energy. You know? And it doesn't matter if sometimes you have to just listen to your intuition that says, I'm going to wait. I need to take a break now. I need to rest right now. With this, you know, that Hermit, right? Because of what I've gone through. And it's okay to say, I'm ready to go fast. I'm ready to move with compassion, with passion towards this love, because I have understood, I have reflected, I have gotten that sense of clarity and a new revived energy, and I know exactly who I am. I know exactly what I'm here for. You see, and this king here, I love that this king still, you know, the masculine continues to put the feminine on a pedestal. A lot of times in our readings, the masculine will come out as the page looking at the queen, kind of like this right here. It's always some page with some queen. And now he's kind of seeing himself, he's maturing now. So now he's like, well, you know, maybe I might see myself as a page and you're the queen on this pedestal here, better than me. I can't be as good. I can't be good enough for you. And that's where that fear comes in. But as he starts to mature and he's starting to move himself into this king status, look, he still moves the feminine up a pedestal as well into this high priestess and empress status. So he's not quite still believing in himself as the Hierophant. That is the counterpart to the high priestess. He's not quite, seeing himself as the emperor yet, which is the counterpart to the empress. But the fact is he's still seeing himself in a more matured state. That's where he's coming. That's where he's coming into for the rest of this year. He's going to be seeing himself. Right now, he sees himself as this page and she as this queen. But this year, we can look forward to is that he is maturing and he is starting to finally see himself as this king on a higher example, on a higher pedestal for himself, which is beautiful. And I forgot to show here, speaking of Hierophant, Spirit is bringing up the Hierophant, is showing the Hierophant for us to balance out these high priestesses coming out on the board. The Hierophant, to me, is the Capricorn energy because it's of tradition and commitment. So Spirit is showing us, helping us with a new contract of commitment, and helping us figure out how we can embody and integrate the traditions of this world with the traditions of soul, of spirit, if that makes sense, right? How can we integrate the traditions of this world, like a family and a house and love and all that, and integrate it with the traditions of conscious love? So it's not all about money and status and things of worldly possessions that show success, that show, entitlement, but it's of conscious love. It's of true, unconditional, unwavering faith and love and trust and serenity and peace. Trust creates peace. I could put this under serenity as well. Trust creates peace. Absolutely. Because because many paths lead to the same destination. Doesn't matter how you get there, as long as you get there. And guess what, y'all? We here, though. We are here. And we're all continuing to move in this space. So I love this energy. I love you all. I'm going to go ahead and go. This was a long read. And but I hope it planted, got the beautiful picture from last night as we unfolded. So if you were with me last night, thank you so much for unfolding this beautiful collective energy. And if you were not, that's okay too. I love being able to show the cards from this perspective, and it brings a lot of excitement for me as well, and I hope for you too. If you liked this message in this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, Princess Leah 888. Feel free to hit that notification bell if you'd like to know when I go live or post my daily divines, energy check-ins, or TEA+ TAROT Tuesdays. And if you'd like to take advantage of the last few days of my June promo, where your first reading with me will be free for a pre-recorded message from Spirit, you can email me at femrems811@gmail.com, or you can message me on my social media platforms, TikTok and Instagram, Princess Leah 888. I do have an Instagram under Femrems, so you can also message me there if you would like. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. You are a beautiful, divine soul. And until next time, I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. Peace and love. Namaste. Bye.